Welcome to Haugen Racing, guys. Welcome to Haugen Racing, guys. I'm just like, honestly, Aaron, leave that, because I just don't have words. I'm too stoked. I like want a drift truck so badly. I freaking love pickup trucks. If you guys have been following me for a long time, you know that I had a Toyota Tundra that was like a pre-runner truck, and then it was a bag truck, and then my dad had a bag Silverado that I built for him. And now we're building a RB30 swap Tacoma pre-runner truck. I can't breathe. But your trucks are just rad, they just make no sense. And so I wanna freaking figure out what these are all about and see how they drive, and I freaking want one. Now this one has been around for a really long time. This is engineered to slide, and his is super sick. It's full tube chassis. It's so gangster, look at this thing. I mean, it just doesn't look right, you know? Like, it looks wrong and it's so right at the same time. Oh, look at it. That thing has grip. Like, that thing has freaking grip, holy crap. Or is it just because there's so much weight in the front? But I know this is a completely fully built truck and he rebalanced everything. But it almost looks like the back end doesn't want to like fully let out loose, and I thought that was a grip issue, but then when he was kind of coming out of the corner, it didn't seem to like propel like crazy. But it looks so outrageous. Something about slam trucks is just, I love it. And being able to combine that with drifting, oh God, I want one. Okay, so now we got Tacoma XRunner over at Hoonigan. I've actually seen this guy before, like when I first got into drifting. He was out at Top Drift, and I was like, is that a freaking Tacoma XRunner? It's so cool. It rips. It's obviously like, it's large, right? The one we just saw, that thing was like almost smaller than a lot of drift cars. But this thing is just a behemoth. Oh, he just smoked the taillight. Just going for it, I love that. Full send. I've always seen this guy rip this truck and he just lets it out loose. Look at that, again. I actually did it. Oh, he's going up the thing, he can't even fit up there. How are you gonna turn around up here? Oh! No! It's like, oh my God. I don't have words. I'm like, so we've been talking about it, like we're doing the Tacoma pre-runner build obviously because I really want to like spread out into off-roading and bring our style into there and stuff, but I feel like next build needs to be another pickup truck and do a drift truck. I just think that would be sick. That thing is beat up. Savage. Okay, so this one looks cool. This is fully built V8 drift truck, outdrifts 240s. I actually saw, I think, a photo or a video of this truck, I think floating around like Facebook or something. I mean, it looks good. This thing is ripping. I love it. Guys, show them where they're driving. Okay, nice, that was sick. See, flick entry, clutch kick, hell yeah. Nice entries, dude. See, just a little, there's more aggression in that style of entry, and it's like you're more ready to rip rather than like a lazy entry, so I like that. And look at the default to two-hand steering. Oh man. No, every video just keeps coming on that, but it's so funny because you guys are just like, oh, this guy hand drifts, and it's like, okay, cool. That's not the point. It seems to like, I mean, this thing shreds. Like, it seems to act really well. If anyone has a drift truck in Arizona and would be willing to let me drive it, man, please hit me up, because that would be so fun. Okay, so this is like a fully built like drift Tacoma, Brad DeBerti. So this is like other end of the perspective, right? Or other end of the, brain. You know, the scale, the thing. This thing sounds cool. It has a NASCAR V8 in it. That's gangster. I'm not a fan of like the body kit and the wrap, but the thing looks like it rips. Okay, so now we got Brad DeBerti and his Silverado. This thing is just a behemoth. Like,
Boy, he's thick, boy!
It's so loose. Like, he's not traveling like crazy fast, honestly, and if you look how much freaking smoke is pouring out, like, it's just super, super loose. Which is fine if that's what you want to do. Probably fairly easier to drive. I mean, the thing looks cool. So there's a lot of freaking drift trucks out there. Like, I'm searching drift truck on YouTube and just seeing what comes up. And there's so many more than I knew of, and they're all just like outrageously built. This thing is sweet. And it looks like it drives pretty well. Man. I freaking need one! Like, generally, to me, like, truck drifting on the surface doesn't make sense because they're so, like, front weight oriented, right? They're made for towing or adding weight in the rear. So loading up the bed, whatever it is. And so everything's designed for that. That's why they always come from the factory with the back end raised up higher than the front end. Oh, it's freaking sending it. To me, like, just off of, like, we've been doing this for like 10 minutes or whatever, right? And so my initial impressions on drift trucks are the smaller ones where you don't have just such a long wheelbase and this big body and all this weight to overcome. The smaller ones that are like more closer to a car size, or in some cases even smaller, they really seem like they shred well. And a lot of the ones we've seen aren't maybe crazy as built, except for the first one. I mean, that one was freaking wild. But maybe that's part of the key, is getting just like a smaller truck. I mean, it would make sense, right? But again, just initial impressions, like, they look really good. They flick hard, they're not lazy. Like Brad's Silverado, it looked kind of lazy to me, which it wasn't gripped up very well, but even on transitions, it was just kind of floating around. And that's a fun drive. But as far as something that's like more like faster and more just like on point, like, you know, race car status, these small trucks have a different attitude. And I was just doing big old burnouts. It's freaking rad, guys. I need one. Comment below if we should build a drift truck, what truck you'd want us to build, motor, all that stuff. I want to get your guys' opinions on this. But I don't know, I'm freaking pumped up. This was super fun to check out drift trucks. I have not really checked them out to this level, so I hope you guys learned something with me. And all in all, drift trucks are the wave. I need one, and you guys freaking need one. They're rad. Hit that subscribe button, guys, and check out all our other videos. Don't forget to turn notifications on as well, and turn it on your device too, so you don't miss our 5 uploads a week. And I don't do this often, but if you guys want to support the channel, check out HaugenRacing.com. We have a bunch of sweet merch, and we do monthly drops. All right, we'll see you guys in a couple days. Peace.